Galatasaray played 1-1 against Kocaelispor in a very weak game. Thinking about their preparation and the lead up to this game, about their president, Okan Hoca said it after the Göztepe game that we have not forgotten what they did against us in the first round, where when Kocaelispor won, we remember they put on the song where they cursed on us. Just everything around this game, you would think that Galatasaray was very hyped, but it was quite the opposite. And that's one thing I'm really afraid of when you're leading up so much to a game like Kocaelispor. The dropping is just so huge. Like, I remember our rivals was Çaykur Rizespor. They got their PR, they got their, name everywhere on the papers and on social media. Why are we trying to make them bigger than what they are? I don't understand. Just beat them quietly. I'm seeing after the game now, Abdul Kerim is saying that, yeah, we're going to be champions anyway. Okan just said it after we lost against Konyaspor, that we're going to be champions anyway. Show it on the field, please, because how we are playing right now is so bad. So let's go into the game against Kocaelispor, where Galatasaray started in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Uğurcan Çakır in goal, Sasha Boye as right backs, Davinson Sanchez and Abdul Kerim as centre backs, Jakobs as left back, Torreira and Ilkay as centre midfielders, Gabriel Sara as a number 10, Salai as a left winger, Sané as a right winger, and Barış on top. In the build-up, in the first half, Kocaelispor was in a 4-5-1 low block. What Galatasaray tried to answer with was that Sasha Boye sometimes went in the half space there in the final third. Sometimes Jakobs went there as well. When you already have Gabriel Sara and Salai and Barış Alper in the final third there against the low block, and you're putting in Salai and Sasha Boye, for example, it is so difficult to create anything from that. Our goal came from Kocaelispor, was an unbalance, and Salai was wide, and Jakobs went in the half space run and crossed beautifully to Leroy Sané. But from open play, we struggled so hard, and putting in Sasha Boye in the half space there when he is surrounded by those other players. Yes, if it had been Mertens, Yunus Akgün, these players who are very strong in tight spaces, you can put in a player there, for example. But when you have these players we had in the first half, who is not strong in the final third there, in the tight spaces. So we didn't create almost anything, especially not from open play. We had one shot from Gabriel Sara, and the goal, as I said, was from Kocaelispor, were unbalanced. Kocaelispor had one big chance where Leroy Sané lost the ball. I want to talk a bit about Leroy Sané as well. To see when he is able to success with the things he's doing, he is fantastic, dribbling pass, doing things incredible well. But it is just too much 50-50. Either he's doing something fantastic, or he's losing the ball and giving away a huge chance, or he do this. This is one thing he does, is that when he's losing the ball, we need to track back. The other team is getting momentum. For example, it was one situation where he tried to pass this very hard pass to İlkay Gündoğan, and he was not able to control it. Just imagine İlkay Gündoğan is not able to control it. Then it is a very weak pass. It went from we were in Kocaelispor's half to that they won a throw-in almost on the corner from our side. It's just unbelievable. You are giving them momentum. You're killing our momentum. We need to run down. They can run up. It's just, I don't understand Leroy Sané, to be honest. He's just a huge disappointment for me, I must say. I don't like players who are just playing for themselves. When it's doing things fantastically, yes, I'm applauding him. His goal was fantastic. But to see that he's just, I don't know, man. I don't like the way he's playing. So And Salah on the other winger, against low blocks, he just doesn't work there as an attacking player, as not from now at least, because he's used to play as a winger. So, and again, Barca is struggling hard, when it is low blocks team. Um, Gabriel Sara in tight spaces, we know that is not his strength. Gabriel Sara and Ilkay Gundogan is just very beautiful players to watch. But yeah, it is what it is. The second half, Kocaelispor tried to go, press us much higher, because in the first half they were in a low block. In the second half, they went high on us, and we could not play out from their press whatsoever. We struggled so hard from Kocaelispor's high press, and it's just so disappointing that we are not able to play them out with players like Ilkay Gundogan, Torreira, Gabriel Sara, for example. When you're building up, those three players should be able to play out any team in the Super League, but we were not able to do it. So in the end, we started to just play it long from Uğurcan Çakır. Again, just a huge disappointment, huge disappointment. And again, when Singo is coming in, for example, he's in the half space there. If you guys remember that he tried to get the ball in the final third and lost the ball, for example. It is just so sad to watch. In these games, you need to have players. At least we have one player who is good in the tight spaces, and that's Yunus Akgün. I know he's not in form right now, and he's just very weak in the games he has played. But this is like the fantastic or the perfect game for him to play in. With Noah Lang as well, you saw when he came in, he tried to do something. Kocaelispor's goal came from a cross, First of all, it was a very weak press from us. They were able to play easy out wide and to get a 1 versus 1 against the Jakobs. Jakobs got beaten there in that duel. In the cross there, Torreira is not able to follow, so it is 4 versus 3 in the box. When you are leading, not from a counter, but from an established play, which is just not acceptable. I'm sorry, but I bought a Torreira jersey this season. Torreira has been one of my, favorite players in Okan Hoca's era. But today as well, I don't know, man. He's just so up and down, and he was not able to follow that run. It is not 100% his fault, but when one player is not following there and it is overload in the box, everything is just getting like a domino effect there. So when he is not able to follow there, it's 4 versus 3 in our box, which are just leading to mistakes by mistakes, and in the end it's coming, it's a goal. They're hitting the post after that, with Okan Hoca's changes. When Mauri Icardi came in, he tried to drop a bit down. You saw when Lemina came in, he tried to take the ball up with him. He said like, where is the players? Who is meeting? Who is in the final third there? Who can I pass to? When he sees Singo there, for example, Singo is probably not so sure there either. He's not comfortable to get the ball in his feet there. It was just a mess, to be honest, and we didn't deserve to win this game. Everything leading up to this game is just so disappointing, man. You're seeing Kocaelispor's president, who is, cursing on us with their fans. He's like, yeah, like a hooligan. The things he said before the game, Kocaelispor, you can mess with them. What is Galatasaray trying to do? Blah blah blah. Selcuk Inan, Selcuk Inan, our former player, who is applauding their fans, not when they cursed on Galatasaray, but after, and you see that he's smiling. I don't want to take this, the Selcuk Inan thing. I see that many people are cursing on him and saying that he's betraying us and everything. To be honest, he's doing it is very difficult for him. Just imagine you are being the coach and or you're working for a place. You're trying to give 100% there. But again, I saw Sinan Yilmaz, for example, a Galatasaray reporter or YouTuber. I have mentioned him before and I like him very much. just imagine if they had done that with Volkan Demirel, if they had cursed on Fenerbahce, for example. He would not accept that, I believe. But Selcuk Inan is more like this type, he's like, we would not be shocked if he had coached, for example, Fenerbahce or Besiktas, which is his choice anyway. But yeah, he's just that type for me, and let's forget about him. And but around this Kocaeli game, man, it's just so disappointing to not just be able to blow them away and to make this team where their president is not going, when the presidents are coming, they are sitting with, our president in this loggia or whatever called VIP, these seats. But no, he didn't want to do that. He went with the away fans, and was on the away stands. You are, it's just freaking unbelievable to not get a better performance out of our team than that. And that's something for me. It's not, I don't think that is about they don't want it. For me, it's more like, yeah, today I feel like Okanoja really lost it on the tactical things, what we talked about in the low blocks and against when they pressed us high. Both of those things are for me just tactical things. About the players wanting it or not, I don't know. For me, it's this energy thing. When you are so hyped about something, the fall down is just so high as well. So I don't know what it was today. We played so weak. We got one very big chance with Galatasaray. Of course, he's not so dangerous in front of the goal that we had wished. He should have, of course, scored there. But anyway, it was a weak game. Now we are 2 points ahead of Fenerbahce, and we are facing Gençlerbirliği, who is fighting for relegation. Those teams are always so difficult to play against. So it's going to be a very difficult game away. And then we are facing Fenerbahce at home. So yeah, guys, it's going to be some nerve-wracking games, to be honest. And that was it, guys. I'm just so disappointed. Yeah, guys, please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like this kind of content, and comment down below what you think, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.